I absolutely hate when it happens. When your audio is not recorded properly, so you have to do this voiceover afterwards. It doesn't match with my lips at all. It's all very cute, but I'm gonna try. This whole video was almost 30 minutes long, and I'm gonna just cut it short now because it's just gonna be so dumb doing a voiceover over something that is just doesn't have its original reaction. So it's okay, guys. Today we are beating the battle 200 of a Lin Kuei Tower, and initially I wanted to do it with the Reflect team. A lot of people suggested Reflect team to me, and it seemed like a good idea at the time. Day of the Dead Jade can basically reflect a lot of damage with her special too, Tanya for breaking some gear, and Quan Chi for also reflecting some damage. Let's see how that team played out. As you see, the team has no problem surviving, but it does have big problem in doing damage. Really, if you're only fighting with Jade, then you're not gonna reflect that much damage because they usually just gonna spam their special ones to you, and if they have still all the original gear, they are not gonna take any that much damage back. So honestly, this team is not as impressive as I thought. Again, if you have trouble staying alive for the whole 2 minutes, this team is the best for staying alive probably, because, well, the characters just reflect some damage and barely take any damage if you play it right. But it also depends on luck of the Tanya. If Tanya's initial attack gets blocked and you don't get to land any special attacks, and they can absolutely destroy you with 1 or 2 special attacks and you won't be able to break any gear and your Tanya is gonna be gone. So sad, but it's true. Also, for Quan Chi, he's doing pretty well, but if you're just gonna get a few special ones on him, it's not gonna reflect that much damage. Honestly, it just doesn't feel like enough damage. This strategy works, and it's gonna take you a lot of tries to work through it. You can see a few more tries when I try to play more with Jade, and honestly, it doesn't pay off that much. I barely do any damage the entire battle. There has to be a better way. But before we see that better way, let me introduce the new account on the giveaways website. Guys, we have iOS beginner account on the giveaway right now. Thank you so much to Julio Alvarez for donating this account. Everybody give him some love in the comments, guys. We're gonna give it away. It's a beginner account, but it has some good stuff on it. It's an, again, iOS account, and is currently given away on the giveaways website, so go check it out. The code for today is gonna be battle 200 for a lot of star coins, because this battle is super hard. And if you guys been watching all my Lin Kuei Tower gear series, then you definitely deserve a lot of star coins for this one. So let me show you what's on this account. We have even some diamonds. We have MK11 Sub-Zero, we have Cold War Sonya, a bunch of good golds, pretty decent levels, Reptile as well. Look at this account, it's stacked. If you're just starting the game, this will be a huge help for you guys. Good luck, everybody. Let's move on with the video. So in the end, I decide to move from the Reflect team because it just doesn't do enough damage for me, and I decided to try the team that I wanted to try for a very long time. Actually, it's ended up working pretty well, but it does require a lot of luck for it to work. So let me introduce my boss, single target boss team destroyer. What you can call it whatever you want. Basically, let me explain to you how it's supposed to work. So you start with Tanya, trying to break a couple pieces on gear on the character. Then you tag with Circle of Shadows Liu Kang and try to use his special one to snare your opponent, so your opponent doesn't escape. Now, why is this important? Because the problem with Tanya is that she needs to break 12 pieces of gear throughout the match, and your enemy just deals too much damage. She's not gonna do that. She's just gonna die way before that. But breaking 4 pieces of gear is pretty feasible. So this team is basically oriented at destroying one boss at a time. So ideally, you would want to destroy one boss every single battle. So you break all 4 pieces of gear and you keep him snared. You keep your one of the bosses always tagged in, which basically prevents all of the bosses doing insane tag damage and insane tag special attacks. You're just dealing with one guy. You can nuke him with Freddy Krueger that has Corey Blade and Freddy's glove. He's the best nuker for the bosses. So basically, as soon as you break all 4 pieces of gear and snare, cripple your opponent, snare, goddammit, I said it from the first I was right first try. So as soon as you snare them, you tag with Freddy and unleash his special 2, and thanks to Soul Medallion, you'll be able to spam your special 2. So once you broke all 4 pieces, Tanya is now just resting, and basically you tag between Freddy, nuking with special 2, and Liu Kang trying to snare the guy. Again, it sounds very good on paper, but it requires a lot of luck and precision to do so. I feel like I used wrong gear because my Freddy wasn't ready to do his special 2 as fast as possible. He was dying a lot. A lot of my characters were dying before they fulfilled the roles. So again, I feel like the team is right. I just need to play with the gear to make sure I can execute the sequence, the combo that I have in mind every single time. But all the elements is there. Let's see how that played out. it took me 6 battles to defeat Battle 200. It's way too much. I'm sure it could have been done with less. I just wanted to try the Reflect team, which kind of failed. And my last team, some rounds it worked great, some rounds we would just die before we could complete the combo, and that's basically a ruined run. You're not gonna deal much damage if you don't break all the gear or if you don't snare your opponent. So again, it's a hit and miss, but I'm still sure with slightly different gear, this team would be able to run a little bit better. Maybe sometimes we can sacrifice a little bit of damage for more sustainability, so it's less random. But overall, I'm glad this tower is over. Honestly, it's been a huge struggle. I think that this tower is just not worth it if you're not fully maxed out. If you don't have at least one fully maxed out team with a lot of maxed gear, if you were lucky to get a couple epic pieces of Lin Kuei gear, maybe you will stand a chance too. But honestly, don't spend your souls refreshing tries if you're not sure if you can beat Battle 200, because otherwise, I mean, Battle 200 you will beat pretty easily. It may take you 50 tries, but you'll still beat it. But look at Battle 194, for example. If you won't be able to clear that wave, you will never complete the tower and will never get the main reward. So why spend souls trying to get there as fast as possible? Watch my videos, watch my series on the tower, and assess if you can actually finish it. And if you don't feel bad, guys. Honestly, brutality is great, but the amount of, like, the power of the latest towers is just insane. You can only beat it with a very powerful Lin Kuei gear or maxed out diamond teams. There is just no way around it. I'm so sorry. This tower is way too overpowered. I hope developers see how people manage to compete in this tower, and hopefully they will nerf the next tower they're gonna release, because it's just too messed up. It's just too broken, guys. So I got my gear, I got my rewards, happy ending, everything is beautiful. Thank you guys for sticking with me through completing this tower. Let me know in the comments which team did you use to complete this tower, and how many times you already completed it. I'm sure it's been possible to complete it at least 2 times already. Also, don't forget to use the code BATTLE200 to get insane amount of star coins. I'm so glad it's over. I'm so sorry about the audio issue, guys. It keeps happening to me, even though it shows it's recording, but when you watch the video in the end, it's just unusable. The audio is just unusable. So I hope I managed to do the voiceover that is not terrible, and maybe even slightly better than the actual video, because I can summarize stuff better. Anyway, guys, good luck with your Lin Kuei Tower progress. I hope you all can complete it and get that brutality. I'll see you in the next videos. Subscribe for more. Goodbye.